And he's serving the prasad in such a humble and an attentive way to make everyone happy. Jagadananda Pandit, he is one of the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who is in conjugal ras, Madhurya ras. He's a gopi from Vrindavan who has descended into this world. He's so powerful that Lord Chaitanya was afraid of him. Yes, we know many stories. We all know. He was so eager to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that when he would bring sandalwood oil, he told Govinda, please massage Lord Chaitanya with this oil. Lord Chaitanya, when Govinda was about to massage him, he said, what is this? I'm a sannyasi. Who's going to, it wasn't just sandalwood oil. It was very specially prepared with other fragrant scents too. Mahaprabhu said, I'm a sannyasi. What will people think when they smell me? He said, give this sandalwood to Lord Jagannath in the temple. When Jagadananda Pandit heard this, he came to see Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya said, I'm going to give the sandalwood to Lord Jagannath. And Jagadananda said, what sandalwood? I never gave you any sandalwood. And he picked up the pot and threw it on the floor. And it all went into the earth. Then he went to his room, locked the door, and fasted. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu couldn't bear his devotee fasting. So he said to Jagadananda, today at noon, I'm coming to lunch at your house, so have it ready. Jagadananda Pandit was in ecstasy. He was in ecstasy. He took his bath and began to cook, and he cooked a lot. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu came at noon, and Jagadananda Pandit was serving him more and more and more. And Chaitanya Charitamrita describes that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept eating more than he usually ever ate. The reason? Out of fear of Jagadananda Pandit. He was fearful that if he stopped eating, Jagadananda Pandit would fast again. So he kept eating and eating. Finally he said, I've already eaten so much more than I ever eat, please. And Jagadananda Pandit said, just a little more. Finally, the Lord finished and he washed himself and ate the spices. And then Lord Chaitanya said, you've been fasting for so many days now. Now you eat. I want to see you eat. Jagadananda Pandit said, you go and take rest and let me serve the other servers, and then after that I will eat. I promise. So Lord Chaitanya obeyed. He went back to his room. And he laid down to rest, but he couldn't rest because he was worried that Jagadananda's fasting. He told Govinda, go back to Jagadananda's house and then come back and tell me after he's eaten. So Govinda goes back to Jagadananda Pandit's house, and Jagadananda Pandit says, now Govinda, you eat. So Govinda eats. He probably had to overeat too. And then finally, after everybody else ate, then Jagadananda Pandit ate. And Govinda ran back, told Lord Chaitanya, Jagadananda Pandit ate prasad. And Lord Chaitanya said, all right, very good. And he took rest. This is Jagadananda Pandit's power. What an intimate associate of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya used to chastise him because of these things. When Sanatana Goswami had those itchy sores all over his body, and for several months Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was embracing him, and blood and pus was getting on Mahaprabhu's beautiful golden form. Sanatana Goswami was so pained by that, but he couldn't stop Lord Chaitanya from embracing him. So one day he discussed with Jagadananda what to do. This is really disturbing me. And Jagadananda Pandit said that the Lord has already told you that he wants you to go to Vrindavan with your brother Rupa Goswami, so just go. Just go to Vrindavan. That's the answer. So next time Lord Chaitanya came and to embrace him, Sanatana Goswami said, I'm going to Vrindavan. Why are you going to Vrindavan? Well, I talked with Jagadananda Pandit. Jaga! This impudent neophyte, what right does he have to instruct you who are fit to be my spiritual master? And Sanatana Goswami became very humble. Now, we would probably become pretty proud if the Lord said, you are fit to be my spiritual master. Sanatana Goswami said, now I can understand my unfortunate condition. That you chastise an intimate associate, but you praise an outsider. He said, now I can understand that Jagadananda Pandit is such an intimate, loving associate with yours, that he's tasting the sweetness of your chastisement. But I can understand, I'm just an outsider, that I have to taste the bitter, bitter fruit of your praise. Lord Chaitanya said, no, it's not like that. I'm honestly. So Sanatana Goswami, Jagadananda, they were best of friends. They lived in Vrindavan together even for some time. So this is Jagadananda Pandit, and he's serving prasad. And what is the power of Shankar Pandit? Should I continue? Yeah. He's Damodar Pandit's brother. And that's a whole nother story. When Lord Chaitanya was living in Gambhira in his last years, he would be in so much ecstasy in Sri Radha Bhava, Mahabhava, that sometimes he would grind his face against the walls in love and separation. And his body would be bruised. And the devotees didn't know what to do. But they knew the exalted position of Shankar Pandit. And they knew how much the Lord loved him. And Lord Chaitanya, he would sleep on the lap of Shankar Pandit many times, and he wouldn't dare to hurt himself out of fear of Shankar Pandit. What does fear mean? Why should Lord Chaitanya be afraid of a devotee? He was afraid of displeasing him. It's not that Shankar Pandit was going to beat him. He was afraid of displeasing him. He was afraid of displeasing Jagadananda Pandit. And Kashishwar Pandit, he was a disciple of Ishwara Puri. He was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal godbrother. These are the people that were serving the prasad. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though he wasn't allowed to serve the prasad, he wasn't allowed to. That's how he wants to please his devotees. So personal. But from where he was sitting, he was directing the servers. Because Lord Chaitanya, who's the super soul in everyone's heart, knows exactly what everyone wants to eat at every moment. Simultaneously. And he was directing the servants, give that person more rasgulla. Give that person more shak. Give this devotee more halava. And Mahaprabhu kept saying, eat more, eat more. And everyone was eating more just to please him as he was directing the servers. And it said everyone ate so much prasad for the pleasure of Lord Chaitanya that they were filled up to their necks. Now that's a lot. When you eat so much that you actually feel full up to your neck. And after everyone took prasad beyond their full satisfaction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he washed him, he took prasad himself, he washed. Then he placed beautiful, fragrant flower garlands and sandalwood pulp on every devotee and embraced them. Then while they were all gathered together, Mahaprabhu spoke. He said, anyone who has participated in this festival in honor of Sri Haridasa Thakura is most fortunate. Whoever has taken this feast of prasad in his honor, whoever placed sand on his body, whoever partook in the kirtan, whoever in any way participated in this glorious festival of Srila Haridasa Thakura will very soon become determined on the path of bhakti and will very soon attain Krishna's favor. Then he said, by Krishna's mercy, he gave me the association of Srila Haridasa Thakura. But by his own inconceivable will, Krishna has now taken that association away from me. Haridasa Thakura was the crest jewel of the entire creation. But now he is gone. Then Lord Chaitanya requested everyone, please chant Srila Haridasa Thakura ki Srila Haridasa Thakura ki Srila Haridasa Thakura ki jai. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as everyone was saying, Haridasa Thakura ki jai, Mahaprabhu just went into ecstasy, began to dance. Then he returned to his home with mixed feelings of both ecstatic joy and deep, profound pain of separation. Ecstatic pain of separation. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells that this beautiful narration exhibits the nature of the Supreme Lord's love for his devotees. The affection that the Lord has for the devotees is unlimited. And therefore, by serving the devotees, we gain the greatest favor from the Lord and give the ultimate pleasure to the Lord. This is Vaishnava Seva. The Lord himself longs to serve the Vaishnavas. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells that this story shows not only the affection of the Lord for the devotees, but the affection of the devotees for the Lord. And it also shows the affection of the devotees for each other. This is Vaishnav culture. Our love for Krishna, Krishna's love for the Vaishnavas, and all the devotees' love for each other, and the devotees' compassion for every living being. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's culture. Again, to unconditionally love Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. Nadanamna janamna sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janamani janmanishwari bhavatat bhakti rohita kitvahi. Lord Chaitanya himself taught us this culture. I do not want wealth or the opposite sex, pleasures or fame. I don't even want liberation. I just want to serve you, my Lord, unconditionally. Unconditional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unconditional service to the Vaishnavas, to the devotees, and deep, genuine compassion for all living beings. And when the Lord sees that we are interacting with each other in that spirit, the Lord becomes conquered by that love. And the Lord's intimate affection is forever ours. Kaviraj Goswami says, anyone who hears this narration of the Lord's love for Haridasa Thakura, Haridasa Thakur's love for the Lord, will attain great determination for the principles of pure devotional service. In this spirit, let us chant the holy name.